We're going to draw a truck, and we're going to actually use symmetry to create it. So what we're going to do first is we're going to fold our paper in half, and we're going to crease it really well down the middle. Okay, so once we've done that, we are going to open it up, and just like when we did our heart, we're only going to draw on one side of the paper, and then I'm going to show you how to transfer it to the other side of the paper. The only thing we do need to be aware of is the size of our paper. So we want to make sure that our truck does not come all the way to the top, because we have to add some things up here on the top. So I'm going to put my finger about right here, and this is where I want the top of my truck to be. I'm going to make a little mark on my fold, and that will tell me that I need to stop at that point. And then my tire cannot go lower than this point here, but I'm not going to make a mark there, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come about, I'm going to use my hand, and this right here on the fold, sorry, I just hit the screen. This on the fold where I made the mark, when I measure my hand, this is going to be my bumper. Remember, I'm only going to draw to the right side of my paper. So I'm going to add the bumper, and the bumper is just a long shape like this, okay? So I'm only drawing from the fold to the other side. Now under my bumper, I'm going to draw my tire, and sometimes when you get your oil pastel, you end up with paper that gets in the way, so you can always peel that off and put it to the side. Okay, so my tire is going to go right here. So my tire, I'm going to leave a little bit of space, and it can be a little bit rounded and then flat on the bottom. It can be rounded. It's however you want to do it, okay? Now that's the second thing I'm going to do. Above it, I'm going to do, above the tire, little circle, bigger circle, okay? Neither one of them is huge. And then I'm going to add above that, this is going to be the grill of the truck. So I'm going to add a shape right above here, similar to the bumper, but it's shorter, and it's going to come back to the fold, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the shape of the truck. So the shape of the truck, I'm going to start it right here. I'm going to draw a line that comes up, and I'm going to curve it. I'm going to draw a little bit more of a curved line like this. And then I have to come up to that mark that I originally made. So I'm going to bring the line straight up. I'm going to curve it over, and I'm going to stop it where I made that oil pastel mark. Okay. Now the last thing I have to do is my window, and my window would go right here. So what I'm going to do at that point is I'm going to follow, I'm almost making like an echo line, and then it's going to stop about right here. I'm going to curve that line around, and I'm going to stop it when I get to my fold. Okay. So I have nothing on this side. I have all my details for my truck on this side. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my paper, I'm going to fold it, and I'm going to rub it. Now, you can use your fingernail for this part. You want to make sure and follow the whole entire line, okay? And we've been talking about symmetry, so symmetry obviously means if we draw it on one side, it's going to show up on the other side as well. Okay, so now once I have that done, I'm going to open it up and look at how I have the rest of my truck on my paper. But it's not very dark, so I'm going to go back over those lines. I'm not creating extra lines, just like with Sharpie. I'm following it, and I'm making it just as dark as the other side.